Hi guys, welcome back to my tiny kitchen. It's time for another March Munchies, and today I'm going to be making a blue cheese pizza with a chicken crust. I'm going to be using ground chicken, which I've done before and it turns out really well. However, I've also seen the kids at Keto Connect, they use canned chicken, which seems to work nicely as well, so I will link to that below. But I've done this one once before and it came out really nicely. So let me show you what I'm going to do. I have ground chicken to start. In it, I'm going to mix 1 cup of mozzarella cheese. Oh, the ground chicken is 1 pound. The ground chicken is 1 pound. So I'm going to use 1 pound of ground chicken, 1 cup of the mozzarella cheese, maybe about a teaspoon or 2 of garlic, and I'm going to season it with good old Tony Chachere's. And then I'm going to top it with caramelized onions and blue cheese and some barbecue sauce. So I'm going to caramelize my onion. I got a red onion. I really love the flavor of these. Blue cheese crumbles and the sugar-free barbecue sauce, honey flavored. I'm so excited to try this. I bought it as part of my giveaway and I haven't tried it yet, so I'm really looking forward to it. Of course, other things you can put on it, I mean, you could do like traditional pizza style. That's what we did last time with like pepperoni and ham and whatever. But I find that when you do the chicken crust, it tastes very much of chicken. So this time I was trying to think of something that would go well with chicken flavors, which is why I'm doing the barbecue sauce and the blue cheese. Other things you could definitely add with blue cheese. Some people like to do pears or apples. That might be interesting. Nuts even, or olives. I mean, I just love blue cheese, so there are a lot of common combinations that people do with blue cheese, but because I find the flavor of the chicken crust to be very strong, like it really just tastes like chicken, I wanted to accentuate that with the onions and the sauce. So I want the onions to be really caramelized, so I'm actually going to start caramelizing them first, since that takes maybe 20 to 30 minutes, and then I'm going to work on the crust. I'm going to bake it, then I'm going to top it with everything, put it back in the oven again, and it should be ready. So here we go. So in the pan, I'm just gonna do vegetable oil, not a lot, just enough to coat the bottom of it. And as you can see, I chop my onions long ways. I really like the way caramelized onions are when they're nice and long. So I'm going to kind of separate them out into little pieces and pop them in the pan. So the key to caramelizing onions is to not stir them too frequently so they can really caramelize, but stir them occasionally so they don't burn. Also to not let them dry out. So I have that little bit of oil, I kind of stirred it around so that they would all be coated in the oil, but I'm just going to kind of watch it, and if they look like they're starting to dry out, I might add a little bit of water. So I've reduced the heat to medium-low, so out of 10 my thing is now on like a 4. So I'm just gonna let it go, kind of watch it while I work on the pizza crust itself. Oh, I'm also gonna preheat my oven to 400 now. You know what else I just thought of? Once it's all said and done, depending on how it looks, I might kind of drizzle it with a little bit of my Bolthouse Farms Chunky Blue Cheese yogurt dressing. I haven't tried this one yet. I've tried the cilantro avocado, which is really good, but like I said, I love everything blue cheese, so I picked this one up too, and I haven't tried it yet, but maybe at the end I might drizzle it with this. When I made the previous chicken crust pizza, the only thing I did wrong was that I made it too saucy. Like when I added the marinara sauce and then the toppings, the whole thing was a little bit soggy, and I think because I used too much sauce. So I'm gonna try to not make that same mistake this time. So maybe with this it'll be enough and I won't want to add this just because of the sogginess, but we'll see. Also, before I get in there and start mixing this around with my hands, I'm actually gonna prep my cookie sheet before I get all chicken fingery. I'm gonna line a cookie sheet with parchment paper, and then to pat it down, I'm gonna use a second layer of parchment paper just to get it flat. Okay, so I have my chicken all mixed up in here, and now I'm going to press it down on the pan, make it nice and flat. So I got it as flat as I could with my hands, but I want it to be thin. So now I'm going to put the second layer of parchment paper over it, and I'm going to flatten it out, maybe roll it. Now would be an excellent time to use a rolling pin, except I don't have one. I don't know why I don't have one. I think it's somewhere in my mom's house. So I'm literally just going to use a cup and roll it. Okay, so as you can see, I'm about to lift my second parchment paper off of here. I don't know if you can tell, but this is maybe 1/4 of an inch or less. It is thin, and it's beautiful. I can't wait. Okay, so I'm gonna pop this in the oven for 20 minutes at 400. Just want to show you the progress on the onions. It's been, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes, and they're starting to get a little golden. They're definitely soft, and they're smelling wonderful, so I'm going to keep kind of poking at these for a while. So I just want to show you the onions. It's been about another 10 minutes. They are looking basically almost done, so I'm just going to give them a few more minutes. I absolutely love fresh flowers in my house. I try to have them around all the time, and actually my mom is coming to visit us for a week, so I got some fresh flowers this morning. I'm about to put them in these vases. I just want to show you how cute this one is. It's an owl. It's a Kate Spade flower vase. You know, when I got married, I didn't realize how many flower vases I registered for. I received a bunch of them as wedding gifts, and they're all really beautiful. I have this other Vera Wang one, but I have like a ton of beautiful flower vases, which don't go to waste because I love fresh flowers. Okay, we have about 5 minutes left on the crust. I think my onions are basically done. Oh yeah. They are golden and caramelized and beautiful. So I'm gonna take these off of the heat, and in about 5 minutes the pizza crust should be done, so we will top it and pop it back in the oven. Okay, so the timer just went off for the pizza. This looks fantastic. Now it does have a little bit of water, which I am about to just drain out. Just gonna pour it into the sink. I suppose a better chef might have done that before baking it, but I think it's fine. So as you can see, it's pretty thin, and like you can basically lift it. Oh, I'm so excited! So the sugar-free barbecue sauce that I found, it's for 2 tablespoons, it's 10 calories. So that means 8 tablespoons is a half cup. So that would be 40 calories, 8 carbs, no protein for a half cup. So I'm gonna see how far that goes. Like I said, last time I made it too saucy, so this time I'm gonna try to go light with the sauce. So I don't know if you can tell, but it's actually really thick, thicker than I was expecting. This is nice. what? I think I'm really only going to use like a quarter cup. So that I've only used about half of the half cup, and I've covered it pretty well with the sauce. So I'm just going to scoop this back into the bottle later. Now the blue cheese that I found, it's just plain old blue cheese. I didn't really like look high and low for ones with good stats, but this for a quarter cup is 6 grams of protein, 1 carb, and 100 calories. So let's see how far a quarter cup gets us. So I wasn't able to really fully cover the whole pizza. I'm gonna use another quarter cup. So now I'm gonna add my caramelized onions, which I'm really excited about. The timer just went off. It's been 5 minutes. Let's take a look. Oh yeah. I definitely think it's done. The blue cheese is just a little soft and gooey. This looks amazing. I am beyond excited to taste it. Alright, so I ended up getting about 10 slices here that are maybe about 2 square inches. Alright guys, I'm about to have lunch. Thanks for cooking with me. I am so excited right now.